Hello. Hi. I'm going to try real hard not to flash all this time.
I'm going to find our questions here.
Yeah, we can't read that.
No, wait, are we reading it? Okay, where's our moderator?
Bonnie, are you online yet?
I don't know that Bonnie's there yet.
Okay, let me text her here.
Okay. If I am flashing you, it is unintentional, okay? Or if you see a nipple slip or something, unintentional. But you're welcome.
We started the live. Can you find us?
And if you want to comment and just tell me, maybe our moderator will be able to tell us. I did add her.
Maybe we could put it on here.
Yeah, you're going to have to silence your phone, though. Like, turn the volume off.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, guys, we are here live. We're 2 minutes early, but... Okay. Do you want to wait a little bit more? So this is Kathy. I'm Rebecca.
Hello.
We live in Central Texas.
And let us know if you can hear us.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice, too.
I can't see all the comments on here. It's not worky.
You can't see the comments? Someone told me that they couldn't see the comments also. Does that mean that's a setting? Kathy Lopez joined. Is it a setting that I need to fix?
I have no
idea. I can invite you to join as a guest. I don't think we need to do that, though. That feels like you can see the comments. Yeah, okay, yes. Okay. She said yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, my God. Love you so much.
I miss you so much.
I feel like you're here with us.
This is so
fun. Okay, so...
It's close enough. It's 7:59.
Yeah, we're going to start it. So our definition, our topic tonight is self-betrayal.
Okay, so I thought maybe we should go through, like, this is the Alchemy of Betrayal. And I was the...
Hold on.
Oh. Body exposure and sexualized behaviors.
Somebody's recording us.
Oh. Okay. I'm just going to say TikTok should allow comment. Well, that sucks. That means that our, I think our audience is, it's fine. Whatever. Whoever is meant to see this is going to see it.
It's going to see it. Okay.
So I was involved in an affair, 3 years ago?
Right.
Yep, 23. He was my college sweetheart. And I fooled myself into believing that he was the thing and he was going to leave his wife and all the things. And we did this 3 months in. I insisted that he tell his wife. He told his wife. It did not pan out the way that I thought it would. And it was devastating and heartbreaking. And I had to go down this self-discovery path of how did I get here? Why was that good enough for me? What lessons did I need to learn? How did I invite that into my life? All the things. And it just keeps coming up. This idea, I'm a single woman. I'm in this town with ranchers that love to be less than honest about their status. And it's like this thing that continues to happen. And I keep buying into it, right? And I'm like, why? What is happening? So Kathy, you want to share your story? I met her at one of our local bars in town, and she was freshly out of her marriage and a very different person than so angry.
a little angry.
So scary. She was scary.
I was
terrified.
Probably frightening.
I was terrified. The first time we met, we fought.
We did.
We were on opposite ends of the spectrum about politics. I'm not involved in politics anymore.
Me either.
You aren't really either, but at the time we were feeling it. We were in our stage.
Yes, feeling all of things. So, I've been married 4 times to 3 guys. I say I've been married 3.5 times. And I can say that in every marriage there was probably a level of infidelity that I turned a blind eye to.
You never did it?
I never did it.
Okay.
I
did it.
I didn't do it. I don't know why. I just found other ways of dealing with the pressure because I have done a deep dive into all of this, trying to figure out am I attracting this into my life? What am I okay accepting, kind of turning a blind eye to maintain relationships? And I think that we all do that. And we do that in every relationship. If you have a standard here and they don't quite meet it, and you're like, okay, well, I can kind of lower it a little bit. For me, every time I did that, it just built such a resentment towards the person that I was doing the lowering the standard for. So it created like an energy block, or whatever you want to say, between me and my partners. And it really just circles right back to betraying myself.
Yes.
And I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that any woman who has experienced infidelity, that it is your fault. That is not what this is.
Right.
What this is, did I do something at some point to betray me? What I believed, what I felt true, what I knew was my truth to maintain these relationships. And I did that a lot. So many emotions to deal with. And it's interesting to get the other side of the story.
Yes.
It gives the other side of the story some humanity that I don't think that our society engages in at all. You know, she was a bad guy, he was evil, all of the things. But really, when it comes down to it, all three of us played a role in the situations.
Yeah, we were all playing our specific wounds out in live, real time.
Right. So I don't want to do that again. And I want to be a much better model for my kids and my granddaughters on how to navigate this world that we're sending them out into with very little emotional maturity, because
and
I
also
got it. So why should you have
unrealistic
it?
expectations
Yes.
of relationships.
Yes.
I haven't even thought through that piece of it, but good God, the things that we're enslaving ourselves and other people to are just unrealistic about human behavior. Like, we are meant to be curious and explore and have fun and all of these things. And marriage, in the context that we know it, as far as I understand it, the way that I lived it out in my life, it doesn't have to be true for everybody, but it was very restricting and very like conducive to inauthenticity and lying. Like, the whole structure is built on performing and pretending and not ever speaking your truth, because your truth is, there's no room for it.
It's very uncomfortable for yuck.
So this is where we are. We're now here. We feel like, you know, we possibly manifested these lessons because we both believe that we're souls who have come to this earth to
Learn lessons.
ascend. And that comes through pain and learning how to navigate life in a way that leaves you incredibly centered and somewhat untouchable by external factors. So I think that's the goal, right? Not so much like disconnected and as untouchable, but you don't get to fuck with who I am, because I'm
like,
deeply connected to Source.
I am connected to Source, and I am confident, and I know who I am, and I love who I am, and I'm okay if you don't love who I am.
Yes.
I am so okay with that.
That's a piece of it too. Is
Right.
We force relationships that were never meant to be, that were incompatible, because it feels like they're alleviating some wound inside of us that only they can alleviate.
So, here is our definition of self-betrayal. This is what we came up with. Self-betrayal is the repeated act of overriding your own values, intuition, needs, or boundaries in order to maintain an attachment, to avoid conflict, or preserve the life that you desperately want to believe is real.
What do I think about LeBron James? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just reading through these, trying to...
Speed reading.
Less than 3? I don't know what that means. You're
Okay.
welcome. Hello, love y'all. Okay. Got it. Those were hearts, I think. Okay.
So, if everyone operated from that definition, how many of us have betrayed ourselves? Not just in romantic relationships.
Okay, read that again.
Okay. Self-betrayal is the repeated act of overriding your own values, intuition, needs, or boundaries in order to maintain attachment, avoid conflict, or preserve the life that you desperately want to believe is real.
I mean, I feel like it's a setup. We've been set up. We've been taught to behave that way.
Right.
That's just like our blueprint for human being. That's how we were told to function as a human being, almost.
Right, and then so you put yourself in this matrix, I guess, or whatever, and all of this pressure is on you to be something that you do not feel comfortable being. That goes against everything that is in your fiber and your being. And still, because of the world that we live in, and because we don't empower one another to embrace our authenticity, we squelch it. And just like Tracy was talking about, when is the first time you betrayed yourself? When is the very first time? Think about it.
Yeah, you said 2. I think she said 2 or 3. I think that's probably the same for me, is you learn how to perform for approval.
Right.
No matter the cost. Because the cost of not belonging felt scarier to you than you abandoning yourself in that moment. Than lying, essentially, is what we're talking about.
Right. So if we get down to all of the nut cutting about the betrayal, my biggest deal was the deception. Because it took away my agency to choose. To make an honest, conscious choice to participate in the life that I was involved in. And when all of the deception and everything just kept coming, I was just so... I started questioning my own reality. To a point, I didn't trust myself anymore.
Okay. But pause. We talk about this a lot, that waking up to the matrix requires really uncomfortable things. And we talked about COVID today.
Right.
And now I'm thinking, God, was this just another mechanism that the universe used to wake us up to reality? Like, you are fooling yourself into believing a narrative that is not true, and it breaks your brain wide open.
It does. It really does.
You can no longer believe the things you used to believe because you've been
lied to.
You've been living in a reality that didn't exist.
But, oh gosh, that's a whole nother life.
And how that is like...
Fuck, that's a whole nother life.
I mean, this is kind of intense, but I do think that it is such a typical act, lying to your partner. It's just standard. I think... I don't know anybody that hasn't been cheated on.
No.
Do you?
I even did, no. I'd love to know in the comments, is there anyone out there who's never been cheated on?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because at 56 years old...
So we've normalized this.
Yes, very much so.
In fact, I would go so far as to say that it is almost a requirement to maintaining the structure.
The dynamic that we're living in. Well, it operates on deception, and deception is our lowest. It operates in the same realm as fear. So when you're fearful, you lie and you deceive and you try to cover up.
You're clawing out like an animal that's been caught in a cage and you're trying to get out.
Right. And so
So you act all sorts of crazy ways because it's so antithetical to who we were created to be.
Right. But we're doing it and we're not talking about it. Part of the reason I don't think we're talking about it is because it's just so uncomfortable.
Well,
and
we're
everybody has to
talking about
blame somebody for it. When, if we could just all own our own responsibility in it, we could heal and grow from it. And so, how many marriages out there survive infidelity? I don't know what the statistics are.
That's a great question. I feel like it is. I don't know. I don't want to say because I'd be lying.
I don't know.
I had a thought.
Hold on, let me ask Rock.
Okay,
What are the statistics on marriages that survive infidelity? Okay, we'll see.
And if you want to call infidelity just the act of having sex with someone that's not your partner.
Oh, I think it's much deeper than that.
Oh, I know. Infidelity is not just
It's not
restricted to
just
that one
sex.
act. It's every time you lie to your partner to prevent an uncomfortable truth.
Right.
And so you're consistently self-abandoning unless, I don't know that there's a way to navigate that because I've thought through this. Can you stay in a relationship where you have to actively lie and still be true to yourself? Is that even possible?
I do not think so. And eventually...
Okay, are you sure? Like, let's really dig into that because if you know what the terms are,
Okay, if
your expectations are aligned with what the terms are. You're living in reality. You're not fooling yourself.
If it was all honest, then that would not be lying to yourself.
No, I meant lying to your partner.
Oh, well,
Is there a way for that to coexist?
I am 100% sure that it does coexist. I just know for
Being
myself...
true to yourself while simultaneously lying to your intimate partner.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't think that can exist.
I don't think so either.
I don't think that you can actively work at a deception and still be true to who we are as God's source creatures, all of the divine. I don't think that those two things would be compatible. It would be very uncomfortable existence.
Right, and authenticity requires expansion.
It requires
And expansion
growth.
means that you are unafraid to leave things that no longer serve you.
Right.
And you're okay moving through life in this way that is like, you're not attached to anything.
Maybe this is the refrigerator burnt down. I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, okay, maybe you could say. Maybe, I think it would require your partner being on board if you were like fully authentic.
Right, and then you wouldn't have to lie to the partner. So
You're like,
there
I
are
don't love you.
relationships
I
out
don't
there.
find you sexy. I don't
Right.
really enjoy
Are we gonna
conversation
stay
with
married
you.
because
I
we
would
have
prefer
all
talking
of-
to other people. Like, there's no way a relationship can sustain that brutal honesty.
Okay,
If
so,
those are your truths.
right, if that is the truth. I would love if there's a man out there who has experienced this, who has been in that position. I would love to hear your perspective on it because from the woman's side of it, from the wife's side of it, I blamed myself. Like I'm that powerful that I could control him and made him go have an affair. And stupid Blondie would not make him not have the affair. Now, it doesn't make sense. But I do believe that they're missing something. And it's something in the relationship. Is it too much stress and they just need to go vent off some steam? Are they really looking for that emotional connection?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I think everybody has different reasons for it.
Right. I can see that.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is good. She is muting people that are being ugly. Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, I feel fine with people being ugly. Like, just show us your ass.
If you've got
We
to
know
get
it's
your hair
there.
out,
Good God,
we're
we all
okay.
have it.
We got these bubbles around us. This shit just bounces off right
That's
back on
hilarious. Beach bum, his gummies kicking in.
Man, see, this would be so much more fun if I could read the comments.
I know, we can't read the comments. There is something you can, like, do to, you know, you have a big screen, all the things.
Right, we're not that.
We're not there
We're
yet.
not there yet.
We may not get there.
We might get there. We don't know.
We're just
Okay,
basic ass
so-
tree huggers.
we had a whole list of questions that we were gonna kind of try to work through.
Okay.
And
We did self-betrayal.
right. So let's look at the next one. What was the next question? Okay. So what
Wait,
is
I'm not
self-betrayal?
done talking. Okay.
So that was our first one. And then the next one was, do people ignore their own intuition before they ignore before their partner starts a lie, or they start ignoring the signs from their partner? Like I did. I remember the day that our relationship took the turn. I remember it it's clear as day. And it was that one thing, and then I turned into a totally different person. I'm 100% sure I did, because I felt so safe with him. I was so free to actually expand and grow and heal and do the work that I hadn't been able to do. And then when that happened, I shut all that shit down and turned into Sherlock Holmes. And he couldn't do anything right. And it had to be so uncomfortable for him, because it was so fucking crazy uncomfortable for me. I could not. Like, I already have. So I am a Purple Heart veteran. I served on board the USS Cole, and I was on board when she was bombed. Swam out of the hole, took the force of the blast on the back of my back, I burnt over 30% of the body, have a traumatic brain injury, and PTS. So I thought I had found my safe haven, and I am 100% sure I turned into a completely different person. Not excusing his decision at all. Wasn't my fault. That was his choice and his decision. Was I a catalyst for it? Maybe.
And it's okay. You and I both know that, you know, sometimes you're the asshole in someone's
Right.
story, and sometimes they're the asshole in yours. It's just,
At least I'm a
it
pretty
is what
asshole.
it is. It is.
I mean,
what
I
it
have
is.
that. Very few people can own their asshole. I'll be the first. I like to eat my crow while it's warm. It tastes better. So, I definitely. No, when was yours?
Yeah. When I knew I was betraying myself.
Yeah.
When he had to hurry and get off the phone because his wife came home. And I was sitting there like, you're still engaging in this. It's a really interesting choice. And even though he's telling you something with his mouth, his actions were telling you something different. And I saw so much evidence that I was not a priority, that I was his second choice, that I was soothing a wound that he had that was incredibly deep, that was there long before he ever got married, that was there since he was a little boy, and he was acting it out in life. And I was allowing it. And I felt so cheap and all the stereotypical ways that other women are categorized. I felt it, all the things in that moment. And I was like, And then I just continued. I continued to self-abandon, to keep the relationship going because I didn't want to lose him.
Oh, I had so many fears.
Well, okay, the next question was,
Right.
what is the fear underneath that? Underneath those decisions, what
So
were
that
what
one is one of
was
the last
fear?
ones, but you want to go into that one now? So what fears kept everyone where they were? So I had the fear of another failed marriage. Yay me. The fear of losing that safety, that sanctuary that I felt like I was building for myself. I felt like I had to catch him, so I like kept lying to myself, telling myself it wasn't really happening, at the same time searching for the evidence to prove to myself that yes, it is happening. It is absolutely happening, and you can make yourself a little baddie trying to prove your own intuition true. There were so many, I operated in fear. I had no other, that's where I was grounded. I did not know how to get out of that and stay out of it. So I think there were so many times that I probably could have stepped back. I was so scared. I was petrified. All of the societal, oh my gosh, that Catholic priest in the back of my head telling me you're a failure. And I truly was one of those women who believed in the whole equally yoked thing, and that if you are not married, then you are somehow not fully whole, not
allowed to be in a relationship.
Right. So I looked for that. What are we saying?
We got incense burning outside, yeah. It's for mosquitoes.
It's mosquitoes.
Okay.
We live in Central Texas, and it rained this year.
I just want to make sure. This old saying, variety is the spice of life. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so true.
That is true.
Yes.
As long as you're honest.
Yeah.
That is the key right there. Like, so many relationships probably could benefit,
thrive
from, hey, you know what? I just really kind of need a little extra curricular activity. And I probably, at this point in life, I'd be fine with that if it was honest.
Right. It's the honesty. That's the thing. It's like, we always go back to that. That's it.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because lying to yourself is so uncomfortable, and it costs you so much. And I think that was the hardest thing for me, and still continues to be to this day, is how dedicated am I to constructing this reality that is not real, in order to save my fragile ego, because I cannot function without feeling like I'm superior to someone else, or like, what is it?
I don't know, but it was fear, and I don't know what I was so scared of, because here's something that I don't know who I said this to. They're just feelings. It's just a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It is not happening now. So much. Oh, so much. And when you are in fear and you're stuck there, you know, with PTS, you get stuck in fight, flight, or freeze. And you've seen me in that mode where I cannot get out of the negative, oh, this is wrong, blah, all of the things, instead of just saying, hey, there's a bird. Because I love the present. You know how they say the past is the past and the future is the future, and the present is a present, you know, a gift that we're supposed to enjoy and embellish and all of the things. And when we spend so much time in our head trying to get out that fear loop, we miss out. We're missing life. We're not living. Ugh. So what were your fears?
Yeah, we get so disconnected. I think I mean, fear of not mattering, for sure. Fear of not being significant to someone, anyone. Fear of not having anybody witness my life, you know, and I die and people have to read my journals in order to really know me.
Right.
Because nobody ever really knew me.
Right.
God, I didn't even know that was there until I just spoke that out loud.
Sometimes I think that's probably a fear that we all have. Because we're all searching for significance. We should do a whole series on that.
Do I fucking matter? If I die, and
Right.
have I done anything to contribute to anybody's life? Are they going to remember me?
I'm not so concerned about that. That was never a fear. Did I matter? That fear. Like, because for a long time I was of the mindset that if you love somebody, then they have to love you back. Hello? What's wrong with you?
It's so true. Oh my God.
So
That unrequited love, man, is a bitch.
if we could all love without expectations, without expecting someone else to return that, would we still love? I don't know. I would.
Yes, I think so.
I would operate in that realm, but I think that a lot of people look at life like, and I was really like enlightened, or a lot of pressure was lifted off my head when I realized that I can just love. Pressure was lifted off my head when I realized that I can just love without expecting anything back. It's kind of a cool choice to
It really
make.
is. It is.
And
it's a hard. That's a journey, though.
It is, but it's so freeing when you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna love you anyway, and you can go do you. You don't have to love me, but and you can go do you. You don't have to love me, but at the same time, you need to be real careful with what that looks like.
Right. I was going to say at the same time, though.
I mean, I'm not saying that, and for me, it's more of, I love you this way, and I expected you to love me back, but how I have come to the realization not everybody loves the same, and you have to be willing to accept the love that they can give you at the level that they're at. You know what I mean?
I think if you want to fully expand into who you are, you don't settle. If someone's at this level and they're vibing at this level and their capacity is at that level and yours is up here,
But I want him.
there just is no bridge.
But I think I
At
can
some
make it
point,
work.
the
But I
tension is
just
too
don't-
great.
Yes, I
The
know.
distance is too far.
But how often do we do that in our head? And that,
I think
for
that
me,
is the trick of comfort.
right, for me, I had to stop doing that to myself. It was getting to a point where I was hating myself. I was like, you believe you have this core set of values that you really hold dear and true. And there are very few people who are probably going to hold those dear and true like you do. But you need to decide whether you're going to keep those core values and live like that, or maybe get rid of some of these values so that you're not constantly betraying those standards to have people in your life, because not everyone is going to think. And
I feel like those words, standards, and what was the other word? Values, are very 3D words.
well, let's put it this way, that I'm an honest person to a fault. Almost, I have been viciously mean with the truth in the past, because I lied about something, and so I had to go back and repair that deception. So I've always been very, just tell me the fucking truth. Just don't
It's unsettling to
lie.
you to lie.
It is so
Same.
disconcerting to my,
Same.
and I get
when I do
feel
it,
and
they
I
know. They know
Oh.
immediately because
I
I'm so
can't
uncomfortable
do
with
it.
myself.
I can't do it because
Ugh.
I don't have a memory, for one thing, and if you're gonna lie, you better have a good memory. But two, because I have this like conscience that's just like, you're such a shithead, you're a liar, man. All the things in the back of my head, and so that is a core value that the truth, I really believe will set you free if we can all look at it and just look at the truth. Let's get to the core problem. We probably could solve a lot of our interpersonal conflicts. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, I mean, being truthful in that way requires a lot of trust in the universe that you're going to be fine regardless of what the consequences are. And I think that is what has gone awry in our society, is that we're not making space for people to be authentically themselves. And in order to live in these systems, you have to have self-betrayal. I don't think there's room for authenticity in systems like marriage and religion, and
Well, I don't want to
because
say
it
that
requires.
I don't want to say marriage, because I look at Tracy and Dawn and I say that is a truly beautiful relationship.
It is
And
beautiful.
If we
So
could all kind of learn from that relationship.
I think that's fair, and I'm of course there are exceptions. I'm just saying the standard that we know how to operate within
Yeah.
is restricting.
Yes.
I don't think it's conducive to an expansive life.
No.
And I don't think that it keeps up with the evolution of your consciousness either. Because who you are and who I am 2 years ago is a radically different woman
yes.
than who I am today. A year ago, radically different woman. I made choices last year that I would not this year.
Right. So you have to have a partner who wants to grow with you,
Willing to invest.
willing to let you grow,
Consistently.
and not. I feel like maybe, and I have kind of experienced this dynamic, that when you no longer fit the narrative that they have of you in your head, and you're around them, you make them really uncomfortable. So you have to be with somebody who understands that you're going to grow and change. And today you're going to get on my nerves, and tomorrow you won't. I don't know. Are we putting too much pressure on one person?
Yeah, I was going to say, and also, the goal is not to maintain a relationship. That's not the fucking point of life. Good God.
But
Can we
we
please stop
live-
orienting our lives
Oh,
around
so
companionship? It's
weird.
disgusting. I'm sorry, it's beautiful, but good God.
But when
I'm
feel
kinda
like
making
you're
myself sick.
unwhole without it, then it is unhealthy. Like when you cannot exist in this world by yourself and know that you are whole and complete, what do you bring to another relationship? You bring your brokenness. You bring all of the things.
We're not fucking broken. I hate it when people use that word.
The
Sorry.
wounds and the things that,
We're not broken.
the traumas that you haven't healed, the
Complexity that is
the
unaddressed,
off
perhaps.
frequencies,
I'll give you
all
that.
of those things. You're bringing them into that next relationship. And so we all have a past. It was different for everybody. And so you have to be honest enough with your partners to make it work for you. It only has to work for the people in the relationship, but it does have to work for the people in the fucking relationship. You know what I mean? And so many, like, my first marriage, my husband was so abusive. And I was so disappointed when I had to leave. And my church, like, they just totally...
Hey, I'm gonna take her to go see that creepy house.
So, where was I? I forgot.
Shit, you said something about working in the relationship.
Oh, that it'll, well, like, if we're just honest, and knew ourselves a little better, we would know what we wanted in a relationship. I've gotten to a point where I don't crave it anymore. I mean, I still have some longings every now and then, but I feel like if I never have another partner.
Never actually parked that crooked. Yeah, I'm close. Oh shit. I think that's the first thing you got mixed up with me. I mean, on a live. It's not super creepy. It's right over here. This is where I was gonna take you. Alright, so
Working towards love or you're working towards fear. We're all working towards something.
Yeah, it's either
We
growth
should
or
be
decay.
we should be much more cognizant of it, but I don't know how you open people's eyes to that. Okay, where are we at here? So this
Let's
is a good
see.
one. What truths did each
You were in an
person...
abusive relationship. Sorry. Somewhat.
What'd they say?
I don't know. Personal growth. Share your thoughts. Does size matter? We can always count on someone to bring it back to sex. Yes, schmex. Maybe we're not supposed to say the word. We seem to be a handful. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Yes, we are.
We are a handful.
Absolutely.
In our all 100% imperfect perfectness.
7,000 years ago, in the lands of Central Asia, could you find women doing this?
Probably not. They didn't have this technology.
I want the same for someone to see who we truly are and see our value. That's beautiful. Start building something together if you want to. Oh, love is a mutual connection between humans who have connected to one another emotionally. That's interesting. You don't need to be validated by anybody but yourself. Yes.
That's true. We search for validation outside of ourselves all the time. Social media has made it wonderfully enjoyable.
Enjoy life to the fullest.
TikTok.
Life is too short. I'd rather be hurt by truth than comforted by a lie. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I love it. Okay. Okay.
Well, the
I think we're
deception
caught up.
takes away our free agency.
Good evening, Tim. If someone wants to take us both out to dinner.
Oh, well, come on over, buddy.
TikTok?
Okay, so what truths did each person refuse to face? I had, there's a whole list. There really is a whole list. I mean, right up until I actually saw it face to face, until that point, I didn't want to believe it. Meaning, there were several.
Yeah, that is the thing about being a woman, right? Is you always know. Somewhere in your body, it's always telling on you.
The pH factor alone.
I mean, we believe we're telepathic, right? You can feel people's energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know when they're vibrating in the frequency of deceit.
Honest. Right.
And you know when they're being honest with you. And our brains try to make sense of it, so it feels very conflicting in our whole system, right?
Right.
Because our bodies know, but our brains
Brains
haven't
are
caught
like,
up.
no, that's not what's going on.
We're arguing, always negotiating with reality.
I am not kidding you. When I looking at black and white evidence and talking to them, and he's denying it.
You're still,
And in my head, I'm saying, see, Kathy, you're just crazy.
yeah, still convincing yourself that you're wrong. That you're missing something, because you know to confront the truth means that you have to take action.
Oh, so many things. And, you know, through that whole thing, I'm really thankful that I have completely disconnected from materialistic stuff. I have no attachments to those things anymore. Don't fuck with my truck. But other than that, we're solid. And that can be replaced too. The materialistic stuff, I think that you have to be real careful with prayers you pray, because I remember praying, Lord, whatever is not in your divine plan for me, could you strip it away from me? Stand by. Sometimes he does that nice and easy. Sometimes it's like, hang on. And I had to sit in that mess and go, oh, Lord, what have I done? I didn't want to face the truth.
If you look at that through a lens of, like, we're just energy vibrating here, right?
Okay.
Then you're always being asked to, let me process this. I had it and I lost it.
I hate that. Asked to... Well, we're not taught how to guard our energy.
That was it. You were talking about asking the universe for things. And it listens to the deep desires of your heart, right? Whether you say it out loud or not, it is understanding your desires, right?
Right, yes.
And so if you're putting out into the universe all the time, I just want to be known, I just want to be seen, I just want to be loved for exactly who I am in this moment. And yet you are continuing to live in a way that is adverse to those deep desires. I think you have no choice but to be confronted with that dissonance consistently. Like you are consistently
And
reminded of a fragmentation in your spirit.
Right, and maybe that results in the anxiety and the depression and those kinds of things.
Autoimmune disorders,
all of
diabetes,
the
obesity, all of it.
All of it.
Cancer.
Oh, yeah.
It's all a result of disconnection.
Right. So I'm going to try to read this, but on my eyeballs. I can't read it. I'll have to look at it later.
Overthinking it. Well, you're welcome, John. That's what we do.
Well, we overthink
Divorce Wives
you
Club.
guys underthink.
It's something culturally. I don't know. Yes, it's absolutely cultural. It's a piece of it. I tried to know a Mexican woman is embarrassed to get in a relationship with Mexicans. Oh my gosh. Are we members of the lesbian society? Maybe. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Okay, I think we're caught up. Why Wonder Slut? Because I'm a slut for wonder. Wonder. I wander through life. With my hair on fire.
Sometimes.
I am deeply curious. I have this insatiable desire for knowledge.
And
I'm an evolutionist. Things. I know you said don't use that word, but I'm like, whatever. I'm going to continue using it because that's what I am.
Well, I
think very dedicated to
that's exactly
evolution.
What we do, and pretending that it isn't happening doesn't make it not happen. I had a friend who I stepped on a rattlesnake that didn't rattle, and I said, the ranchers say the snake stopped rattling. No, they didn't. I'm like, but I think they did. I stepped on one, it no rattle at all.
Right. They changed.
Yes,
I know. That's the thing. They're quiet now.
Right. Because
not all
the
of them.
hogs
It hasn't
eat them.
totally taken over yet. But
but
it's
they're
coming.
Yeah, they're
We're seeing that happen in real time. That's what happens to us.
That's evolution, and it isn't a bad thing or
scary.
It doesn't go against God's creation. He created it.
They, them.
I mean, this is...
God is not a he necessarily.
God is
he and also ...
right.
All the things.
We put the gender on him, but there's no way that it's gendered.
Mm-mm.
And if
it's comforting. Wait, I want to go back to this comment from John that said we were overthinking it. I think this is the problem with a lot of what is going on in our society, why we tolerate such stagnation in ourselves and other people, is that we are not challenging ourselves.
Right.
That overthinking things that's a really easy way to just like say, I'm done thinking about that. I can't. It's fine. And I agree at some point, like, okay, that's enough. But if you're dedicated to evolution, you're going to overthink. Whatever overthinking actually means. It means like challenging your brain, perhaps. I don't know. Thinking through all the ways in which you do the thing so that you don't do it again.
Should we think about it? If we're
just supposed to accept it. Just don't talk about it. It's the talking that's the problem.
Right. You can think about it all you want. Just keep your damn mouth shut.
Just right. Don't speak your truth, please.
It's
Don't overthink it. Just don't overthink it. Just eat your food. Sit down. Watch this
Just
show with me. Right. We have shit to consume. I can't.
And this goes back to...
Wow, that's so boring. I'm so sorry.
It goes back to
really
this,
irritated me.
This fallacy that we have that one person can meet all of your needs.
Yeah,
because
you just made a segue. Where'd you get there? How'd you get there?
That he is like, you're overthinking it. Okay, well, maybe... my partner can't think this deep.
Right.
So I go have another friend who I can talk to about these things, and it's deep. And
oh God, I couldn't have a partner that couldn't do this with me.
I missed that.
I tried it. I was so unhappy.
I've never really had one that could... So the traumatic brain injury resulted in damage to my language center. So one of my big selling points my whole life was I had a big
what they
brain.
told you at least.
Well, I have noticed it.
Okay.
Like, I know when you'll notice it sometime when the brain shuts off and I just start shooting out shit that doesn't make any sense. I kind of have Tourette's sometimes. You develop coping mechanisms to deal with that. And part of that coping mechanism was just to shut down and not talk.
Aw, I feel like I understand you perfectly, so maybe I have the same injury.
No, it's called fasting. I didn't used to be able to articulate like this. But fasting really, I'm not kidding, Rebecca. That whole 4 months that I did, I fasted every week for 3 days. I swear, between that and mushrooms, I got it all figured out.
I don't think you can say
that. It's poof, gone. No, but
the mushrooms that you cook, that's what we're talking about. They're very flavorful.
The rise mushroom coffee, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll sponsor us. We haven't gone through all of our questions.
Okay.
So you didn't.
We're in an hour, almost 50 minutes.
Almost an hour.
Okay.
So you did not ever answer. What was it? What truths did you refuse to face? Oh, you did answer that one. We got that one.
Yeah, I'm like, don't make me say that again. That was really uncomfortable. I hated that question.
Okay. Were there unmet needs that were never communicated? Oh, definitely on my part.
For sure. I just needed more. I would say that in general that was my answer.
I think I did not communicate that I needed reassurance very well. It turned into a drill sergeant I have an innate sense of attention to detail, so if anything was off, I was right on his ass. I was just such a bitch about it. And it was because I felt so unsafe.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and I should have communicated that to him. I don't know if that would have made it better or worse, but yeah.
I do feel like our bodies respond in ways that are really interesting when we feel threatened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of wives Like my first marriage, we were young. We're in our 20s. His sex drive was through the frickin' roof. And by the time I left, the relationship was very abusive and all of the same things. I was disgusted by his touch. Like, it would make me repulsed.
Yep.
And it wasn't necessarily
I'm going to turn the light on.
anything that he... Well, I mean, it was a lot of things that he did, but it started before the ending came. So many things. We're going to get a studio one day.
Was that better?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the point of us doing these things is to, number one, talk openly about this. That Kathy and I are friends. She could have easily hated me because I was the, demonized
Other
villain.
woman.
Right.
I don't hate the other woman. I sincerely don't.
Right.
I mean, that emotion came and I felt it, and now I don't have that anymore. And I think there's a box full of emotions that comes with infidelity on everybody's part. My part, your part, his part. If you don't address those emotions, it's like a landmine that you bury in the back of your yard somewhere, and you're just tooling along thinking everything is okay until you step on that landmine and that shit all blows up in your face.
Till it's not okay.
And it's okay until it's not okay. So...
And I do think if you're really good at distracting yourself and compartmentalizing, you can last years in that state of never knowing when you're going to step on a landmine.
Right.
I think that most men, in my assessment and my observation, stay in that ambiguity for a very long time. Until something external happens that forces them to take action. Because I've interviewed hundreds, possibly thousands of men about marriages and why they didn't leave and all the things. And one or two out of the 1,000 that I interviewed were the ones that filed for divorce. That these men knew that their marriages were not viable. They knew that they were not in love anymore. They weren't having sex. They were completely disconnected. And yet would not make the decision to leave. So as far as I understand it, from a male's perspective, something external has to happen to get them to change. Yeah. And a lot of times it's that their health starts shutting down. They're,
I don't know,
all of a sudden hospitalized or something, and they have to make radical changes, or that gets their attention.
I think you're right, because we don't grow until it is so uncomfortable staying where we're at, that not changing is more uncomfortable than changing.
Yeah.
And not changing is harder than changing, maybe, is another way to put it, because people don't like to do hard things. But life has a way of pushing you until you do those hard things, especially if you believe that we came here with a purpose. We came here with a plan for your soul. Whatever that plan was, the universe is going to keep throwing that at you until you learn that lesson.
I think we also need to talk about the what we were talking about tonight with the emotional violence that they are causing, that they feel like they're good men because they're not hitting their wives,
Right.
but them lying
Lying.
that is saturated in the very fabric of their relationship is emotional violence, I believe, against another person, because you're leading them into this reality that doesn't fucking exist.
Right.
But you're allowing them to live in the reality. Knowing it's like the fucking Truman Show. That's exactly what it is.
Right.
Have you seen that show?
Yes.
He lives in a fabricated reality. And everybody knows it but him. Everybody's an actor except him.
He knew
and that's how it feels.
Right. And so this is what I said to you. And if the affair didn't take away my marriage, the deception took away my ability to make an informed choice about my own life. Honesty might have broken my heart, but the dishonesty stole my agency.
Oh, fuck me. You're right.
So,
And that is what it is.
right.
Is that not a complete allegory for what we're living in right now?
Everybody go watch The Truman Show. Yeah. So, how do we not do this again? Because I think that I had so much self-betrayal going on that I wonder if I didn't attract betrayal.
I know.
Because
Same.
I kind of kept telling myself, I
Same.
kept betraying myself. So was I telling myself, I like betrayal. Give me more
Same.
of that.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
At what
Most
point,
people wear a mask because they're afraid to be truly vulnerable out of fear of being rejected. Absolutely.
what would
Belonging
happen
is
if
so
you-
intense. Everyone wants the same to truly be seen for who we are. Yep.
True.
Yep. It's refreshing to see an open, honest conversation like this. Thank you.
Thank you. We weren't quite sure about it because we live in a little tiny town in Texas.
Everybody, I mean, most people know where.
They don't know who I am. They think they know who I
And you
am.
know what? I don't know. I feel like why I even started this journey was because when I started putting it out there,
I'm not going to flash you. It's just 100 degrees in Texas.
it's so hot. It's
so hot.
I know. I'm like, I need a fan out here.
Oh, Jordan.
I usually don't, but
Oh,
what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I was like, surely I'm not the only person to be suffering with this dynamic. And you can hate me if you want, but good God, there's a reason I did it. And I think there's something to be discovered here about human behavior and what I'm missing and what I felt like I was missing in my life in order to make a decision where I knew I was never going to be a priority. And how do we get there? How are we tolerating such low level expectations of ourselves and other people? Like, we don't even think that we deserve honest love. Are we there?
This
That's
goes
where we
back to if I guess. Oh, you have to do something.
Oh. Oh, I gotta try it again. It didn't. Okay, that worked. I want to see this with all of our faults and flaws and still accept this. Yes, for sure. Our black guys welcome. Honey.
We
Honey.
don't care. We leave the
Yes.
judging to Jesus.
We love it all. We love it all. Give it to me.
Um,
If you're here for it, I'm here for it.
So,
I mean, maybe that. may not
remember
be
that
true. That's
video
probably
that I
not true.
sent you about the animals and how the males of the animal
That was uncomfortable
species
too.
they court their women. Those birds, they're like, yeah, if you don't measure up, there is another one along that will. You better do some song and dance, wiggle that tail feather, do all of the things. And we don't, and we don't, we lower our standards and say, oh, you don't have to perform for me. I don't need that.
Because we're in this society where overperforming for the female is just part of the job.
Right.
That's what you do. You're
How
doing
ass
emotional work for
backwards.
two people.
How ass backwards is that? Like the whole, if you look at the animal world, there's no
I know. It's a symptom of
female
patriarchy.
in
That's
the
why
animal
patriarchy
world.
cannot be sustainable.
Right. They don't chase after the men.
No.
They can either do the job or hit the fucking road, but we don't do that.
Yeah, we're the only species in nature that chases the men.
Chases the man.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not chasing a man. I got a pretty high bar now. We'll see. I shouldn't have said it so high. All
I
those
would
men,
love to-
like 60-year-old men, all have bad knees, so I probably should lower the bar.
I don't know that you ever fully heal that part of you. I feel like that tension has to be there for whatever reason, that pick-me girl desperation side to keep you grounded perhaps in your humanity. You can't just be like
No.
you know, a badass all the fucking
Yes,
time.
you can.
I do think you have to dip into like being the pick-me girl sometimes.
Okay, I did the pick-me thing. I'm not doing that again. It was very uncomfortable.
I don't like it either, but I think you have to experience the edges of what that looks
Yes,
like
you do.
to
So
come back.
so many emotions. Like one emotion that I never ever experienced until my last marriage was jealousy,
Ugh.
and that was an icky little
Ugh,
feeling.
it's so gross. It is so gross.
And the the silent competition that you get into, and that you don't even know if you're really in a competition, but you think you are. So
Awful.
yeah, it was uncomfortable.
It's terrible. I mean, the thing
I'm
is,
thankful that I got to feel it, but we can skip that one next time.
If we actually
Box
just
checked.
if we actually just lived in the flow of life, right? Just accepting what came, not forcing outcomes, not resisting, just like a fucking river, right? We talked about that, right? Then you just are in the state of acceptance all the time and allowing,
Right.
because what is meant for you finds you,
Oh, right.
and you just trust that that's how you're living your life.
Right.
Instead, we're taught to grind and to force and fix,
And the forcing
dominate
and the
and
fixing,
control.
I think it pushes it away.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, the
Absolutely,
more
it repels
you
it.
just claw
No, that
towards
is the
something.
thing.
it
Energetically,
just-
it absolutely pulls.
right.
It becomes repulsive
It becomes
to
repulsive.
the thing you're chasing, so they can't run fast enough,
Right.
and neither can you.
Right.
Ah,
Right.
so you're both just running, exhausted,
Exhausted.
because
and
you're
we're not
trying
soccer
to force something
players.
that was never meant to be. Just put it down, Jesus. Just lay down. I think we're done. Are you done? Are you done? Are you exhausted yet?
No, obviously, and you just keep repeating the cycle, the pattern.
But we're
over
not.
and over.
We're fucking breaking it. That's why
I'm
we're here.
exhausted of it. I'm not doing
Me
that.
too. I
anymore.
can't.
I'm-
It is such an emotional commitment.
Oh.
It wastes so much fucking energy of your time thinking about things that you cannot control.
You have absolutely. So I like the analogy that, like, when my anxiety gets too high, I tell myself, you can only think about what you can see. So if it isn't in my line of sight, I am not allowed to think about it. So it's a hard one, but if we existed in that, boy, our tension, our stress, our anxiety would be so much less. I mean, I know mine would, because 90% of the time, the only thing I can see is a bunch of cows and birds.
So that doesn't include what you can see on your phone.
See, now that right there. We do need to do the 3-day camping trip where we go high enough into the mountains
I
that
want
you
to.
can't get fucking cell service. I know a
want
place, but you're gonna have to figure out how to sit on the back of a mule to get there or walk. It's a long walk. I have a lot of
How about
places.
we just leave our phones at home or in the car?
How would we get there without GPS?
Okay, so we bring them, but we just leave it in the car. We're disciplined
No,
enough to
you
do
know
that.
what? I'm going to take us to a place where there's no
Will you
cell
turn it
service.
off?
You'll have to turn it off. It won't work.
Okay.
That, and then you just sit there and hope a bear don't eat you. 'Cause that's possible.
Okay, well,
Or
my
you
idea,
could get
this is
thrown
my
in the
idea
air
of
with a
camping.
buffalo. Oh, let's go glamping.
I just want to take my car and I want to put one of those extended tents on the back of it. That's my idea of camping.
See, my idea of camping has a big 40-foot horse trailer with a shower in it.
No, you're not supposed to be inside.
Oh, yes, and air conditioning with a television.
No.
And it's solar powered.
Doesn't count.
But we don't have a fan unless you run the generator.
Okay, we're totally taking a left turn. But that would set our immune system back 30
That's
years.
what they say.
That's what
If you
they
can
said.
spend 3 days
That
in
was the
nature.
thing that I heard. 30 years.
30 years.
And that is the point, is we need to get back to nature. We need to get back to remembering that we are very secure and safe in nature. That it has our back. It has our back.
Do you know that's one of the things in Mississippi that, believe it or not, I was scared to go walk 80 acres of my own land. I would make myself put my boots on, get your ass out there. There's nothing out there that's going to hurt you. What is wrong with you? And then I started naming trees, and it all went downhill from there.
I love that for you. Trees are the best.
Hey, man, Mississippi can grow some trees. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they're
This
beautiful.
Idaho girl had a hard time. He started bulldozing those trees. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I was turning into the hippie tree hugger who was going to chain herself to a tree. But they're hard to grow in Idaho. It's very difficult to grow a tree, and so you cherish them, you baby them, you nurture them, you talk to them, you stroke them, all the things, because it's hard to grow a damn tree, and it takes a long time to do it out there. It's all about the water.
There's got to be an allegory about this.
I don't know.
Maybe we know how precious love and intimacy is. I think maybe this is another piece that we need to address at some point. Maybe
So we
not
need
tonight.
to decide next week what we're going to talk about. We talked about the self-betrayal this week.
How we got into this mess in the first place.
How did we get into this mess?
It's not a mess. It's beautiful.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Let's not say it's. I am so
I
very
loved it.
grateful.
It changed me so much.
Grateful. I have so much gratitude for the whole situation.
so much about
no
myself.
anger. No.
I'm still learning about myself.
So many. It's like the DNA spiral.
Full of gratitude.
The what's the shell thing? The Vinci's spiral.
Fibonacci's sequence or something.
Right. So that's how life is, and you're just constantly going around, and you kind of revisit things that you thought you had healed from, and then you go farther out, and those things get further away, but they're still there. You still might have a layer that you have to peel back and enjoy. So do we have any good comments?
What did I miss? I just joined. Melanin. It's not a mess. It's part of you learning experience of life. Yes, thank you. Yes.
You have to read them to me because I'm blind.
It's not a mess. It's part of the experience of life.
Yes, that's
I
true.
didn't see any blinks. I don't know what blinks mean. We're supposed to blink. This is worthy of a round table discussion. I love it. We're supposed to blink. This is worthy of a round table discussion. I love it. Am I poly?
I
I don't know. I don't like labels. The truth makes people uncomfortable. That's a fact. Okay.
The sad
Why
thing
is
about the
why
truth
is tongue blue? I don't know what that means. Okay, got it.
So if the truth makes you uncomfortable, here's food for thought. There's peace on the other side of it.
Yes, for sure. Like a piece that you've never known in your life.
There's peace on the other side of it.
Yes, for sure. Like a piece that you've never known in your life.
I think they say the truth shall
That's
set you
why
free.
we keep doing that. Yes, that's why we keep doing this.
Right.
Is because we know what it's like to live in that state of just
Oh.
constant anxiety.
Yeah.
Because you're so disconnected from yourself into this state of, I love myself so much. I will never self-abandon like
I
that
am not
again.
self-abandoned. Right. I'm never ever gonna.
Yeah.
I can be the old lady with
Thank
a bunch
you.
of flowers and birds, and that's fine.
That's a great point.
Yeah. I'm not.
I
Gonna...
think that's a good way to end this.
Yes.
You good?
I'm good.
Thank y'all for being here with us.
Thank you.
I hope that you got something out of it, and
We'll figure out what we're going to talk about next week and let you know. We'll post it.
yeah, we're here if you want to reach out. You got this. If you're in a sticky situation, you got this.
You got this.
Don't forget who the fuck you are. Bye.